Alright, you absolute legends and occasional mistakes. Today we are making a Boulevardier, the winter cousin of the Negroni. 3 ingredients, 1 big question: is it classy bitterness or licking a grapefruit peel in a leather jacket?
Finally, a drink with a spine, bourbon or rye. Sweet vermouth, Campari. None of this candy salad nonsense. This is what you order when you have read a book and you are not afraid of feeling.
Yeah, I like classics, alright. It is cold outside, my soul is cold inside. Give me something stiff and honest. But Kenny is gonna whine about Campari, like it stole his lunch money.
I am not whining, I'm doing a public safety announcement. Campari is aggressive. We make it by the book, then we taste it. Stick around for the first sip.
It is an old classic from the early 1900s, same idea as a Negroni, but you swap gin for rye, and it drinks way more like winter.
I love that we are starting with a drink that sounds like a rich guy who owns 3 scarves, 3 ingredients, equal parts, and somehow it still feels fancy. Also, Campari is involved, so I am emotionally preparing.
Yeah, that nose is doing the job. Bitter orange, herbal thing, and that dark, winey sweetness from the vermouth. Then rye comes in warm and spicy. This smells like a drink that minds its business and still wins the argument.
Okay, that is surprisingly inviting. First is orange peel and herbs from the Campari, then sweet vermouth, like dried fruit and baking spice. And the rye is right there underneath, peppery and oaky. It smells like a fancy winter lobby with a chip on its shoulder.
That smells like a fancy old hotel where everybody judges your shoes. Yeah, bitter, orange, herbal stuff, and that sweet vermouth. Then the rye comes in like a space heater with an attitude. I am into it.
That is legit. First hit is bitter orange from the Campari. Then the sweet vermouth rolls in like dark cherry and dried fruit. And the rye ties it together with that spicy warm finish. It is not sweet. It is not cute. It is a real cocktail. This is what you drink when you want to feel sophisticated and slightly judged.
Okay, that is bitter right up front, like Campari just slapped me awake. Then the sweet vermouth shows up with this raisin and spice thing, and the rye comes in hot and peppery. I will say this, it is balanced. I do not love bitterness, but I respect it. This is a drink for people who enjoy a little emotional damage with their winter nights.
Oh yeah, first sip is like licking a grapefruit peel on purpose, and then the sweet vermouth goes, hey buddy, calm down. Lastly, the rye comes in spicy and warm, and now we are talking. That is a real winter cocktail.
Alright, quick history lesson. The Boulevardier shows up in the 1920s, around the same Paris cocktail scene that gave us the Negroni. It got named after an expat magazine called the Boulevardier. Same template, spirit, sweet vermouth, Campari, but swapping gin for whiskey made it deeper and a bit more cold weather friendly.
If you use bourbon instead of rye, this whole thing gets rounder and a little sweeter, less peppery bite, more vanilla and caramel. So if rye feels too sharp, bourbon is your training wheels. And I mean that with love. And speaking of love, I brought in my guest and friend, Sebastian Skin, to give you the Boston verdict. Skin, take us home.
Here's the deal: if you like whiskey and you are not afraid of a little bite, the Boulevardier is a winter staple. Now do the internet thing, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to make drinks like this at home without guessing, check out our home bartender starter kit, link is below. Alright Kenny, go clean up your feelings.